Something I have been thinking of since Cub took over the Permit office is whether or not he will be the villain of Season 10. If you had asked me before this change where I thought Hermitcraft Season 10 would go lore-wise, I would say that Grian was going to be the villain of Season 10. But since he got demoted, I'm not entirely sure if that's the case anymore. At least, I don't think Grian is going to be the big bad. But will that person be Cub? I have a few reasons why I think Cub is going to be the big villain of the season, and why I think this won't pan out like other seasons. It should also be said that we are pretty early in the season, and I have no clue what the Hermits are going to do. Anything they are going to do plot-wise is up to them, and they can do what they like. I just enjoy watching their content, and these are my speculations based on what we got thus far. First off, is already wanting to blow things up. While this isn't really a bad thing, as we have seen Hermits being pyromaniacs in the past, it's a completely different situation being a pyromaniac towards other people's builds. I personally like the dynamic we're getting between Grian and Cub, where Grian is holding Cub back from being too much of a pyromaniac and giving people warnings, while Cub also being the leader of the Permit Office. This may lead people to think that the Permit Office won't be the big villain of the season, but I would argue that we have seen heinous behavior from the Permit Office before, with Grian putting people on hold. It may not be that bad now, but it does become a slippery slope when this office is the one thing preventing the Hermits from continuing their shopping district experience. Cub is also showing signs of continuing the please hold behavior. So we're shifting managers, but not changing the key issue people have with the Permit Office. And I'm sure we all think it's hilarious to have your favorite hermit put on hold and having to wait for their simple permit change, but think about it from the hermit's perspective. Do you really want to wait to have what is essentially a simple sign off or having your name next to a Minecraft item in a book or table somewhere? I have always thought of the permit office as the Minecraft DMV, having to wait for hours for something that really should not take that long. This also happened with the escape routes. Now, not only does Grian have an escape route, Cub has one too. It's just that now they're more sneakily hidden from the Hermits. Cub isn't fixing all the problems the Permit Office faces, and that may come back to bite them later. So, what does this mean for Season 10 going forward? Now, I personally don't think that the Hermits will start a coup against the Permit Office. Despite what we have seen with iJevin posting flyers against the Poe Poe and the Permit Office, and him saying he will start a resistance, I don't think it will get violent just yet. Somebody may have started a protest outside the DMV at some point, but that doesn't mean people will get violent just because they were not able to renew their driver's license in 20 minutes. Plus, they created entire Minecraft models for what these permits look like. I doubt they're going to get rid of them just because a couple people are slowing down the process of obtaining them. We have seen some people open shops without permits, but they're currently being dealt with or trying to go through the normal process at this point to get the permit. As of right now, I don't think war is on the table just yet. But if the Hermits are not going to start a rebellion like previous seasons, then what will they do? Well, I think we already have the solution right next to the Poe Poe office, the Tall Claims Court. I think at some point people will get tired of the Permit Office and decide to sue them for the bad experience. Now, there is one main problem with this. As far as I'm aware, you can't actually sue somewhere for making you wait a while, as they're not technically, I hope you can see the air quotes, making you wait. You are free to leave. No one is forcing you to stay in your seat, or in this case, your usually one-person line. The main problem is that the Permit Office is essentially a government agency where you can only get your permit through them. I think it would be really interesting to see a court trial go down like this, and it would incorporate almost every major aspect of Season 10 we have seen so far plot-wise. This may be a poor way to think of it, but I have thought of Season 10 as a Hermitcraft suburbia, so I feel this could tie everything together. But what do you think? Will the Permit Office become the major evil organization of Season 10? Just be a pain in every hermit's backside? Or will it improve under Cub's watch? Will Cub be sued, or maybe even sue someone else? Let me know in the comments down below. And with that, I hope you all have a magnificent day, and I will see you all later.